You're what up, YouTube? It's your boy Wabi with the Politically Correct Show, um, starring my daughter Confidence. And today I'm gonna talk to you about uh, free agency for football this year. Mike Evans to the 49ers. I feel like that's gonna get Brock Purdy some valuable weapon that he needs. Uh, I will say for people who say Brock Purdy isn't the best quarterback, in the top tier, I agree. He's not a top tier quarterback, but uh, this will definitely be um, a indicator on our assumptions. And what I mean by that is, will he play better with Mike Evans or will he play the same, worse? Who knows? But if you don't play better with a weapon with Mike Evans, you know, I think we've seen a ceiling. I think we've seen a ceiling. Uh, I like the 49ers. I like the 49ers offense. I just don't think that this signing really brings them any closer to the Super Bowl. But at the end of the day, if you have Mike Evans on the block and you need a wide receiver, why would you not get Mike Evans? So moving on to Alex Pierce signing back to the Colts. Um, I don't like it for the price because now we got to bank on Alex Pierce being a top 10 to 15 wide receiver. And I don't know. He hasn't really shown 10 to 15 wide receiver attributes yet. We haven't seen him play enough for him to get this type of money yet. But at the end of the day, he hasn't proved that he can't do it. Like he's not super injury prone. He has a little bit of weakness in his games, but his uh, speed, his agility, even his catching, is so good at times. You kind of like look past it. You know, it's like when your weakness uh, is pretty low, but your strengths are pretty high. So it kind of balances that out a little bit. But even though we can see right through, we can see his weaknesses. He's so good at what he does. Kind of balances it out a little bit, so he gets a little success. So I don't really like the signing for the price, but um, this is what the fans wanted. Like when I say the fans, I'm not just talking about myself because I didn't want to sign him for this much money, but all the Colts fans that I know or that I hear from, they say that they wanted Alec Pierce for whatever price, basically. So, it is what it is. Make your fans happy. Michael Pittman, the less I would say he's the less popular of the group of wide receivers on the Colts. He moved on to the Steelers, which I can't hate on that. Shout out to Michael Pittman. I wasn't really the biggest fan of Michael Pittman. In the beginning I was, but after these first few seasons, yeah, he's all right. He's all right. But Michael Pittman's just gonna be Michael Pittman. Uh, he slowed down a little bit. I think, and he kind of got lost in the sauce in the Colts offense because he was supposed to be our number one, and he was kind of our number one for a very short little while, and then with White Chocolate, aka Alec Pierce, and Josh Downs, kind of, I wouldn't say exploding, but they're getting to a more mature parts of their career. You know, Mike Michael Pittman's just been slowly fading away, especially from that number one wide receiver spot. So it was just inedible, and it was just obvious that we was gonna end our partnership with Michael Pittman as he was falling more and more down to the wide receiver 2 to 3 range. So shout out to him. He played for the Colts for a little while there, and you know, same thing with Zaire Franklin. He did his thing in our team. He did his thing, and uh, you can't hate on somebody for playing their hearts out for your team. So shout out to Michael Pittman. Going to the Steelers, Malik Willis. He is signing to the Dolphins, I believe, in replace of Tua. Now this is interesting because I believe he played for the Packers, if I'm not mistaken. That's where I saw him from, the Packers, and I believe he probably played for the Titans a little bit, but I remember him on the Packers, and what I seen from my eyes, like Skip Bayless says, the eye test. He's a pretty good quarterback, but is he a starting quarterback? Man, I don't know, but the good thing about it is that they're changing the staff and all that over there in Miami. So it's not like it's somebody who's about to lose their job signing somebody that risky. We're doing a fresh start. Tua's about to leave. Mike McDaniel's left. So it's like let's go ahead and do something new and different. And this is a cheaper way to do it. I don't remember what the contract that they signed him to, but I'm pretty sure it's nothing crazy or anything. Like he's not signing what Dak Prescott signed. So what I feel about it, I feel like it's a good signing, and I think the Dolphins might actually end up getting a playoff game or two in with them. The only thing about it though is I wish they were able to keep Tyreek Hill before, like, if Tyreek Hill didn't get hurt and they could re-sign Tyreek Hill, this would be amazing. But now that they don't have Tyreek Hill, or at least they won't have Tyreek Hill, I don't know if this signing is going to be good because he needs a star wide receiver, and Jalen Waddle's good, but is he really that good? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see about that, but I think it's a good signing as long as they give him the weapons that he needs. Last but not least for this video, anyways, we have Wan'Dale Robinson going to the Titans. And I feel like Wan'Dale is really good, and Wan'Dale needed this because Malik, that Neighbors guy, what is it, Malik Neighbors? Yeah, that Neighbors guy, that young cat, he is a real deal. And Wandell was able to have a better season last year because Neighbors got hurt. Um, and when Neighbors comes back, he's just gonna be Wandell, you know. So the Titans wide receiver room isn't as potent, and I just feel like he can take over this wide receiver room, and he can become a number one option, just like he probably basically was for a good amount of this year. I mean, of last year. So I think this was a really good signing for the Titans. Really bad for the Colts, you know, because I don't want Wandell to be mossing our guys, but you know, it is what it is. That's what free agency is all about. Get your team better. And I think Wandell Robinson is going to have a breakout season this year because he's going to get targeted a lot because, like I said, these guys who are developing, who are trying to be starting quarterbacks, they need number one guys. And I think Wandell Robinson is a number one guy. And also, I think that um, Cam Ward's going to use him a lot. So I think he's gonna have a breakout season, and we're gonna really see like if we sign Wandell Robinson to what Alec Pierce signed, then I'd be hyped because I think Wandell Robinson is someone who you can really uh, risk it for, you know, risk all those millions for because I think he is a player that's gonna turn into a number one. Where I think Alec Pierce is just a good complimentary wide receiver who we hope is gonna be a number one. So we'll see. Maybe I'm completely wrong, but that Wandell Robinson sign to me will be the most underrated sign of this season. So with that in mind, God bless you, God bless the first state, and God bless America. It's Wabi. We out.